Hey you guys, this is Vanessa. I wanted to make this video because in my previous video I have mentioned that one of the things that I did before I lost my vision was I lost approximately, I want to say 40 or 50 pounds in less than 2 months. It sounds great, but I didn't do it the healthiest way. I know maybe a lot of the times people really don't care. They just want fast results, and I get it. But I don't know if this is the reason why I lost my vision, but why I risk it, I I regret it, obviously, because there's so many healthier ways, to lose weight. So it all started when I was working, and oh my gosh. Okay, so again, I'm gonna put myself out there. So, okay, I I I got along with my supervisors and my coworkers and stuff like that. So if I was gonna be in late or my supervisor was gonna be in late, they would always say, "Hey, you want some food?" Or I would say, "Hey, I'm about to be in late. You guys want something?" So it would always be like sushi or Denny's or just like unhealthy things. And I would sit down all the time. So little by little, oh my gosh, my pants were fitting tighter and tighter. And then all of a sudden, I'm in a size, I'm in a size, it's so hard to just in a size 20 pants, and it was feeling tight. And I said, oh no. First of all, it's not cute, not for me, because it's just not cute. Because I had worked so hard to lose weight, and it was just not the business. So I was just like, okay, I'm about to do this because it's time, okay? So I started, like I mentioned in my previous video, I would eat a lot of those vegetable trays, and they're delicious because I love vegetables. I don't discriminate, I eat everything. So I would only eat that. And what else would I eat? I would eat a lot of like protein shakes, but very rare. It was mostly just the vegetable trays. And that's how I got my nickname, Mrs. Crunch. That's for my cousin Veronica, because every time we would talk on the phone, I'll be eating like something, vegetables, and she would just be like, "Oh, what do you eat?" And so it was always being like, it was always a carrot, So I was like, whatever, like just to hate him. So that's all I would eat, just vegetables. And little by little, I started getting weaker and weaker. And I wasn't really paying attention to that. I just would take naps, and my naps were pretty long. Sometimes even at work, I would put my break, and I would just put a blanket over me, and I would knock out for like not 15 minutes. I would knock out for 45 minutes to an hour. They never did anything to me because I just got along with them, so they almost let me do whatever I wanted. But I just noticed that pattern. And so I stopped going to work so much because I was just exhausted. And I'm talking about, I would take a shower, I would drink coffee, and it would almost be overwhelming. I was just exhausted and I couldn't take it. So I would have to call in and be like, "Hey, I can't make it." And I would just knock out. Then I would go downstairs and sleep because my room would get a lot of sun. So I would go downstairs and I would just continue sleeping. And my parents did not live with me at that time. So I was just like, man, what's going on? And I just thought it was exhausted. I don't know if it was depression or what, but I just slept a lot. But then I was just like, man, I gotta work out, So I would actually miss work to work out. And like I said before, I would work out 3-4 hours, and with what energy, right? So I would usually go to McDonald's and get their coffee. So I would get iced coffee, and I would go to the gym because I'm not gonna say what gym. I used to go to the gym, and I would go in for like about an hour and a half, and then I would come back out to my car, and then I would drink the other one, and then go right back in. And it was just like that almost every single day. But man, I was dropping weight like crazy, a pound and a half a day. And every time I would weigh myself every day, it was just addicting. And then my pants were getting loose and just going down sizes. And I was like, oh, heck yeah. So it was addicting. And, but that's all I would eat. I would only eat, the vegetables. I would eat, string cheese, the 50-calorie string cheese, which is so bomb. And that's all. I think that's pretty much it. My refrigerator was pretty empty. I don't think my parents ever really questioned that. You know what I mean? They thought I was like probably eating out, but I don't know. They just never questioned it. So then I got to a point where I was pretty low. I think I had already lost 40, 50 pounds already. But then I would have these faint spells. And I thought it was my low blood pressure. And because, I do suffer from that. It's very rare though. And I would have these faint spells. I would go out to the club and I think it was in 2 different occasions it happened to me. One of them was I was with my boy and, just homies and stuff. And I went to the bartender and I was just like, hey, can I please have? And he's like, it's not your turn. And I was just like, oh my gosh. I'm like, dude, I'm about to faint. Like, I need to now, please. And he's like, you need to wait. And I was just like, it's because my blood pressure's about to go down. I'm literally like sweating because it's so bad. And he's like, oh shoot. And he literally jumped over what's it called?
The bar.
Yeah, okay, whatever. He jumped over the bar, whatever, and he took me outside and he gave me some juice and he's like, I am so sorry. He's like, it just wasn't your turn. He just felt so bad because he literally saw me go more pale than I already was. And he was just like, I'm sorry, I'm like, no, it's cool. I go, it's just my pressure. So then I just drank the juice and then I was like, all right, cool, thank you. Like nothing. It goes back up like nothing, And then the second time it happened to me with one of my other boys or whatever. And I was just like, hey, I need to go outside because I don't feel good. And then the security guards and the manager from that club, they thought I was drunk. And they were just like, that's so inappropriate for this club. And I'm just like, no, I need orange juice. I go something. And they're just like, okay, kind of like, sure. And so they gave it to me. And then I was sitting down. I was just like super hot. I was just like, whew. And they're just like looking at me, and I'm just like, well, why are they being weird, But then I get up, and I was just like, oh, okay, thank you. And they're just like, what the heck? Why did she just get up like nothing? I'm like, I told you I'm not drunk. Like I don't, that's not my thing. So it was just like faint spells after faint spells, And it was scary, but it was almost like my normal. You know what I mean? It's not normal. So. But what else did I used to do? I used to also jog in place. I was not about to go running outside, embarrass myself, just, But I would just, jog in place for like about, I used to do it for a minute, like for an hour. And I know hard to believe, right? For an hour, I would put on carpet because we had wood floors and a carpet, and I would put on my sneakers, and I would put like TV, or I'll put music because music is like my therapy. I love music, and so I literally would jog in place, and then weight was just like boom, dropping. We also have like an elliptical machine, but I was mostly addicted to the jogging in place because you sweat so much. I also put on plastic suits, like the plastic pants and the plastic top with long sleeves or whatever, that I'll put sweats and, hooded sweater, and I just go at it, for like about an hour. I think the most that I ever worked out on an elliptical machine was like 2.5 hours. And it was just crazy. It was so crazy, that addiction, and it's so unhealthy. And then I also started losing my hair, like I mentioned in my video, just like chunks every time I would like put my hair like this, or I would straighten it out, and then it was just like chunks of hair, and I was just like, what the heck is going on? It was just really scary, but I ignored it. I was just like, okay, I guess getting older just bites, you know what I mean? But oh man, it's crazy. What else? I'm trying to think of like what other stuff besides vegetables and cheese. I think that was it. And then like a lot of water. I would drink like at least 100 ounces to a gallon of water. I don't know why that stayed in my mind always. I still drink that now. I'm addicted to water. but nobody ever saw issues. Only 2-3 people. They're just like, wow, you're looking pale. Like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, it's just my color. Like, why am I being discriminated? Like, because of my pale skin, But now that I know, I was just really sick. And little by little, slowly, I guess it was just happening to me. And that's when it all went down, when I went into the hospital and, I lost my vision. My body could have just fought, my optic nerves, and that's it. But nope, it was fighting everything else. And, one tip is that I get it, losing weight is hard, but it's doable the healthy way. You know what I mean? There's so many different ways, but healthy. You know what I mean? And I regret it, and, right now it's little by little. I guess the most important thing that we need to do is, physical activity, because we pretty healthy. Like, I feel good. I have energy. I'm pretty active during, like, nighttime and stuff. I love to clean. That's my thing. I love to clean and just have my house clean for my baby, for my husband, and I love it, but that's the only way that I'm active, which is not good because I've maintained. I think I've lost, like, maybe, what was the last time? I was pretty steady one time, but I think since then I've been, like, under maybe like 10 pounds, and I've just stayed there, which is kind of annoying, but I need to get back on it. The heat, I don't like the heat, so hopefully I'll get back on track, because it's not cute. It is not cute, but yes, thank you for listening. I want you guys, if you guys ever want to lose weight, please do it the healthy way. I do plant-based protein shakes because I just don't do dairy anymore. And we just have so many recipes that is good for you. You know what I mean? Like, I make hamburgers, you know what I mean? But there's no bread, there's nothing like that for me. My husband loves his bread and stuff like that because he's just a hamburger person. But there's so many things that we can do in the future. Huh?
And pizza.
Okay, that's not healthy. See, now we just got caught. You know what I mean? We got caught. That's why you don't lose weight. So my favorite thing is chicken wings. That is my weakness. You know what I mean? But my husband's weakness is pizza. So baby steps, y'all. Okay, baby steps. But anyways, thank you for watching my video, and the next one, we'll see what else is coming up, because I have so many ideas for you guys. Again, thanks. Adios.